After more than 6 months, 16,000 kilometers, I finally decided to review my Tesla Model Y. In this video, I'm going to share my top 10 reasons why this is one of the best electric SUVs to buy right now. Let's kick this video off with my first top reason that I love this car. It's actually the Tesla app. Okay, it's not a car, but the app is like one of the best I know right now in Australia. Polestar has something that is akin to it, Hyundai Australia as well, but this one does most everything you need, from getting the climate going, locating your car, organizing your service appointment, checking out who might be potentially damaging your car with Sentry mode. There's a lot in this app which I'll probably cover another time, but nonetheless, yeah, absolute great feature. The second thing I like about the Tesla Model Y is actually its looks. In pictures, it's kind of a bit ugly at the front, and sure, it's a bit stubby and like this, but the rest of it I really like. From its profile to that back that kind of looks almost like a Model X. In my opinion, I love it. I actually like the LED matrix headlights, which when you enable the light show, display Tesla. I mean, how fun is that? The auto folding mirrors are also auto dimming, so great at night time so I didn't get dazzled. You can buy from Tesla a tow pack, so that means you can do 750 kilograms unbraked or braked at 1600 kilograms. Weekend, not ruined. The tailgate is power lift enabled, so you can actually open and close it either from the button under here, through the app, or inside the car. And it's got an absolute flat entry, so loading and unloading into this is awesome. Being an SUV that's on steroids, this is about 18 centimeters taller than a Tesla Model 3, so getting into and out of it is a lot easier. Also, it's for passengers and also people external to the car, is 5-star ANCAP rated, so nice and safe. In fact, probably actually is one of the safest cars out on the roads right now. Number 3, and maybe I should have done this earlier, is actual cargo space and space for passengers. So yeah, go with me here for 1 second. This is 854 litres, which is amazing. And over here, you've got 2 little buttons that you can flip down the rear seats and expand that to a total of 2,158 litres. That includes this sub boot, frunk, and well, all this space. I need to also make mention that the glass roof can support 75 kilograms. So if you're the sort of person who wants to put some stuff on top of there, roof racks, one of those roof tent things, it can support that and actually a bit more. Yeah, just watch some of those videos out there, you'll see what I mean. Another element of space in general is the amount you've got in the center console here, as well as the glove compartment. Not to mention the awesome 13 speaker system that's got no less than 2 amplifiers and a subwoofer. It's not branded, but mate, it's truly premium and better than what I've heard in like, well, most other cars. You know, the brand ones, Bang & Olufsen, put any expensive one in there. Yeah, this is actually better. Coming in at number 4 is its interior. It's futuristic and minimalistic. I love it. With accommodations for everybody, such as 8 cup holders, 4 USB-C slots, wireless charging for 2 mobile phones, this awesome glass sunroof. It's something that we only first saw in the Tesla Model 3, well, I guess you could say Model S and X, but these are the epitome of minimalistic, and we're seeing other car makers go in that direction now, so yeah, I love it. You can charge here at home, or here, here, or here. When I got my car, Tesla included this universal mobile connector, think charger, but actually the charger's in the car, and it goes up to 11 kilowatts 3-phase, meaning that, well, if I plug this into any standard wall outlet, think 240 volts AC current, it's going to get about 10-13 kilometers of additional range per hour. If I was going to charge this battery from absolute flat to 100% full, it's going to take more than 29 hours, which is why it's best to get a home charger like this one. If I was fitting this car 11 kilowatts at 3-phase, it would only take 4 hours to charge the car. That's the thing with Tesla. You can charge anywhere there's an electric vehicle charger, whereas other brands, they're a bit limited. So destination charger like this, you'll see them in supermarkets, shopping malls, wineries, hotels, your house, you name it. They're in a lot of different places. So download yourself a Better Route Planner or PlugShare to find out where exactly they are. Or you could charge here. Another benefit of the Tesla Model Y is the supercharger network. Here, I'm going to be getting up to 170 kilowatts of power, which will mean I can go from 10 to 80% in a bit over 30 to 35 minutes. Next up is the type of battery in this Tesla Model Y. If you get a performance or in whatever market you might be, it might not be the same. But for the made in China standard range, we get lithium iron phosphate. And what that means is that it actually likes getting charged to 100% all the time. It's set and forget experience. It's very good. It's not as energy dense as whatever other chemistry you want to name, so it's gonna not give as much power. But the benefits are too great, I think. You can do a lot of recharge cycles on this from 0 to 100% every time. So if you use 33% of your battery one day, the next and the next day, and then you recharge it, that's just one cycle. If you're the sort of person who wants the longest life battery possible, set and forget type experience, this one is absolutely for you. Number 7 is the driving experience, and gotta say, it is a great, refined, floaty-like experience. Not to say it's not planted, it feels very planted. This car is superlative. You can do up to, supposedly, 217 kilometers per hour. And fun story, one of the renters who used my car on ev.com.au, by the way, you can rent this, he actually did over 150 kilometers per hour. He got the fine. I didn't, but yeah, don't do that. That's just dangerous. Anyway, the rated efficiency of this car is 14.6 kilowatt hours per 100 Ks. I'm actually getting about 15, but that's still a really respectable 400 kilometers of range. So I've got a 60 kilowatt hour battery pack, and supposedly only 57 kilowatt hours of that is usable. Still very good range, and I have so far yet got to Club Zero, that is to say, run out of juice. Most road trips travel 3 hours or 2 hours, stop, have a recharge somewhere, which we'll do very soon, and get on your way again. To date, I've filled this car with about 3,000 kilowatt hours of energy. At 25 cents per kilowatt hour, that works out to be a bill of $750. Mind you, I do some of that with solar, so absolutely free, and so yeah, I don't pay for it. But if I was to use a petrol or diesel car, I would have had to fill up with about more than $2,000. So between service costs and fuel bill and maintenance, going electric is brilliant. Claimed 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in the Tesla Model Y is 6.9 seconds, and I've never actually timed it before, so I'm going to use 2 cameras here and we'll give it a go. 3, 2, 1. That felt a little sluggish. And we're there. I don't think that was a very good start, so I'll do that again. 3, 2, 1. And again, not very bitey today. It is the slowest Tesla on the market, and we're already there. So that was definitely a better test, but I don't know. Slow at the start, but definitely picked up pretty rapidly. That power comes through a single rear motor and is capable of producing 194 kilowatts of power or 340 newton meters of torque. So it's definitely fast and pretty impressive considering it's just the one motor. And remembering the range and efficiency I'm getting in this car, it's, yeah, bloody brilliant. No Tesla review would be complete without autopilot. And I gotta say, every car review that I do, I always compare them to Tesla. It is just so refined, so brilliant at keeping its lane, following the traffic in front. You can go around corners that most other cars cannot. It's reassured. I can't fault it. And sure, for those little keyboard warriors out there, it's beta, it's in development, it's always going to improving, and I agree with you. But nonetheless, when you know its limitations and you know where it might phantom brake, say with some shadows on the road and stuff like that, yeah, you quickly get used to it. Coming in at number 9 is service cost. Notice a distinct lack of, well, nothing here. It's because being electric, there's no spark plugs, there's no oil changes. These things are nice and simple. So every 2 years, you're gonna be doing a brake check on the fluid. They recommend changing the HEPA filter every 3 years, tire rotation every 10,000 kilometers, which I did at Tesla and only cost me $60. And that's it, it's on an as needs basis. So yeah, get a Tesla Model Y, or Tesla in general actually. Nice and cheap to maintain. And finally, number 10 is the infotainment system. And most everything is controlled through here, 15-inch display, and it's brilliantly executed. There's a fun factor with Tesla Theater, like watching YouTube or Netflix, or Tesla Arcade, where you can play games. Check out this review I did of some wireless controllers that I've done. The car I purchased 6 months ago is not the same one I have now. And what I mean by that is that this is always updating through over-the-air updates. So things like Apple Music has been added, and well, just over time, they keep improving these cars. And sure, I paid $10 a month for premium connectivity that gives me all these features compared to your bog standard basic version. But nonetheless, I think when I review cars, I look to this as being one of the best out there. So there you have it, my review of the Tesla Model Y and why it is arguably one of the best electric SUVs available in Australia right now. But did you notice I actually purposely didn't criticize anything about the car? If you want to see a true full review, non-Tesla fanboy version, honest, balanced, all that sort of stuff, check out this video over here where I actually detail all the stuff that actually needs to be improved. Okay, so if you've enjoyed this content, please do subscribe. It generally helps the channel. If you want to take your support to the next level, consider YouTube membership or Patreon. But otherwise, see you soon and be good and be green.